Hey, topping your lines of math and history, and we are gonna take a look at. Hey, topping your lines of math and history, and we are gonna take a look at a single exponent explosion. So we've been taking a look at in algebra complex formulas, but we've also been taking a look at equations that look like this. So how are we gonna solve this and get our x alone? Anyway, what is x in the first place? But there is something new about this problem. There's a fraction as an exponent. How are we supposed to solve that out? Let's try to start solve and see what happens. Then when we get to that step, we'll try to see how we do it by exploding the exponent, the exponential explosion. So, we are going to try 10 minus 2 parentheses x minus 1 to the power of 3 over 4 equals negative 6. At first, get whatever you can to the other side of the equation. So, subtract by 10 and subtract by 10. This will bring us to negative 2 parentheses x minus 1 and 3 over 4 as an exponent equals negative 16. We still have the negative 2. Remember the rule, try to get as much as possible to the other side. So, divide this by negative 2, but also divide that by negative 2, so we get x minus 1 to the power of 3 over 4 equals 8? Huh? Okay. If we don't understand how to explode the exponent, then yeah, we're pretty much stuck. But what we can do is explode and detonate the fraction exponent. So, we usually like to solve things when exponents are in whole numbers. Like when we say 2 to the 5th power, which equals 32. Or should I say 2 to the 3rd equals 8. Or maybe 4 to the 2nd equals 16. If we like that our brains would do that, or if our brains love to have whole numbers as exponents, why not transform that fraction into a whole number exponent too? So, let's try and take 3 over 4 over here onto the side. The problem is, how are we going to turn it into a whole number? Well, what we could do is multiply by the opposite reciprocal, and then do 4 times 3 and 4 times 3. 3 times 4 and 4 times 3. The opposite reciprocal fraction of 4 over 3. So, we get 12, and 4 times 3 equals 12. 12 by 12 is 1. So, if we multiply this side by 4 over 3, and multiply this side by the exponent of 4 over 3, guess what happens? Kaboom!
Ow. Uh-oh. Never!
So guess what happens? That is going to equal the number 1 figure itself. Meaning, what we're trying to actually say is, like we said earlier, try to get as much as possible to the other side. The whole equation explodes, and it's now just x minus 1 equals 8 to the power of 4 over 3. Okay, something just doesn't seem right. We exploded the fraction, but we also exploded the exponent connected to the variable. But we still have these so-called remains left over. How are we going to solve that out? Going from the past videos, we can write an exponent as a radical and an exponent itself. So, we are going to put the number 8 right here. If we have 4 over 3 as the fraction exponent, your bottom number, or the denominator, is going to be your radical. And the top number is going to be the numerator, which is the exponent. So what is the cube root of 8? And after that, what is its square? Well, the cube root of 8 is going to be 2. And 2 to the power of 4, what is it going to be? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So we're going to have 2, 4, 8, 16. So we're going to have x minus 1 equals 16. We're going to add by 1 and add this side by 1. And our final answer is finally x equals 17. That is our final answer to this detonation problem. And not only that, this is how we understand how to explode the exponents so it just becomes one giant catastrophe. Or should I say, one giant problem into one giant solution. I hope this video has helped you understand a single exponent explosion. Thank you for watching Top of Your Life's Math Industry. Like and subscribe.